Hey y'all, SAARmatoArts here from SAArmatoArts. I hope you're having a great time, a great day whenever you happen to see this. This is Sabrosa right here. This is Sabrosa. For people that are new here, hi, I have cats. Name is SAARmato. I'm an artist, an espiritista, and a diviner or a seer for those who are close to me and whatnot, because I get the visions and all sorts of stuff. I'm finally coming out and saying it. Usually people are like, oh, the way you read, like you see things and such, past, present, and future, depending. Spirits like to show the pieces and the parts of what's going on and whatnot. Hello. If you can't tell, she's getting all the little scratches. Hello, Sabrosa. All right, I need to put you down. She's like, no. Anyways, y'all, point of this video is I'm going to be doing English here. I'll put subtitles in Spanish. I don't know how to do voiceovers or anything. I'm not that great at editing. But I got in today, actually. Well, yesterday. I got in from my post mailbox the Octopus Tarot from, what's her name here? Luna Charlotte. LunaCharlotteArt.com is her website. And it's called the Octopus Tarot. She did a Kickstarter for it, and I believe it was 3 years ago, which is totally fine in a sense, because I did receive the item, right? Better late than never. That's how I see it. Sabrosa's out here doing everything possible to try to get the attention. Hello, hello, hello. People that don't know, this is how you know they missed you, right? I was out for an injury, actually. All the left side. This was eternally purple and whatnot. I still have inflammation. I'm not firefighting, but this was for kind of helping the county. No, you cannot be there. No. She's like, I want to be on the table. I want to see see you open the things, you know. But I basically was looking kind of, and I have been looking online on YouTube to see anybody else who had gotten their tarot before and kind of what I was expecting, because you see the pictures and whatnot, but I wanted to see what other people were thinking of it. But I didn't see anybody talk about the playing cards or the pocket tarot. I actually tried recording this a little earlier. I'm better now, but you might just hear the crack crack. I'm okay. All right, I'm alive. Kicking. Still can't go back to firefighting yet. For people that don't know, that's my day job. I'm a firefighter EMT of actually 12 years. And whatnot. So got her doing one thing, different place, and now we're doing that because I was working with the county. So yeah. Hello. Let's hope she gets to herself and whatnot. Because I would like to get into this. But anyways, just kind of wanted to show don't know how to do both things at the same time, so I'm probably just going to show you as much as possible, and if it comes down to it, a photo of what they look like, or as much as possible. So I took off the shrink wrap and then they stopped recording, so I'm gonna do my best here. I really like the box, how it's a hard box and whatnot, and I purchased all this with my own money. That was just me. So yeah, the first thing that it is she has a card in here, this card of kind of explaining what it is, and like once your photos in here of what you have to say about the new deck and such, and how all of the packaging is compostable, and I love that. I love that. I will be reusing the box for something else. I have cats, obviously. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, but the box is like this. If you're somebody who is worried about it doesn't have any resistance, it's very simple, and it is a drawer box, so it does have a thing. It's not just going to pop out on you or anything. It has a little, can you see? Hopefully you can see. Yeah, you can see here. Hello. She must inspect, right? This is one side. I got the gold edition, which is supposed to be what she was saying. The gold edition is going to be printed once, and then it's going to go back to the hollow edition will be if people ever want to purchase it again. So I thought, if I really like it and I want to purchase the hollow edition, then I will. I'm kind of glad that I think it's only the pocket edition for me. Yeah, the pocket edition is hollow, but really I think I should have gotten gold. As you can see, it's got the little wrapping and stuff right on there. I also got stickers for her, but let's just get into this. Thank y'all for your patience with me. And so I already did that. It's very pretty, right? And it's black on the inside, right? So this is how it comes, and I'm just gonna take this out. The recesses of the box have, are these the backs of the cards? Sort of. Has the recesses of the cards minus the gold, like that. I don't know why it's not popping up, but here we are. Doing my best. And it has it all over. Now, as you can see, I didn't open it. And then at the bottom, octopuses grant wishes. And I like that. No, you cannot be on my desk. How many times do we have to, we're going to see how entertained they are. Well, I can't do anything with this. And the good thing is, after the injuries healing and whatnot, I got cleared for lifting 20 pounds. For people that don't know, my gear itself weighs 75 plus pounds and such. So it came like this. And here's the guidebook, the octopus. And oh, it is definitely fresh. Okay, so it is gold gilding. Okay, here we go. Let's do that. Okay, let's just pull something. All right. Oh, the hermit. I also have stickers that she gave because I guess they were the stretch goals because it was very well funded. Look at what it is. So you have some of the representations of like the planet representations, an upright and reversed keywords. Then you have kind of, okay, by taking a step back, I'm using the hermit there. And then a little bit about octopuses are solitary creatures. Okay, so that's what it gives to the card, not like the reason why she decided to choose that, but yeah. Oh, this is out of order. I did remember somebody did say that they were out of order. The world is on top, which can be fun. And I got gold gilding, right? Because if I want the holographic edition, I can go buy it later, but if this is only meant to be like one reprint, I want the gold, especially because I didn't know how the holographic was gonna look. Right, we gonna be real here. So, somebody who does it for a living and whatnot. There's that. Let's see what else we got. So you have about 2 pages for the majors, and then you have a page for the a page each for, what is this? The arcanas, the minor arcana. Oh, and every so often you get right before the suits, you get a little bit more information and a little fact about them or such. Okay, yeah. Oh, and there is an extra card in here, which I enjoy. One extra card? Yeah, one extra card, which is the universe. And this one gives you a whole explanation and a couple of things. So, okay. Now I got into this little book. I'm going to put that at the bottom here. Just going to put that at the bottom here. I'm going to put this, and I'm going to open this guy. Hoi. We're taking out a knife to be able to open this. If you are young, don't be doing this. I am a whole ass adult. Yeah. I bought this with my own money, so yeah, I just that. And now we're gonna see. I did not open that enough to get the. Always got away from you. I feel like I should say that as a firefighter and whatnot, because the amount of injuries that I've seen is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Woo. Alrighty. Okay, so they. Oh wow, that is pretty. Pretty. That is pretty. Are they a little sticky? They are a little sticky to some of them. So, coming out from the box, they are a little sticky because of the gilding. Okay, so I'm just going to go off and just explain what I see here. So we have the world. interesting. Maybe I should put this a little bit higher so y'all can see what's going on. Okay. Can you see it now? Yeah, you can see it now. Okay, cool. So we have the world. Okay, cool. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, the Tower. I buy decks really and truly, not just based off of the Tower, but the Moon card is my thing. The Moon and Death. I want to see what Moon and Death are like. And yeah, the Sun, a little gilding. That's going to be fun. I actually enjoy that it's gold. So I can still see it even when it's down. Versus, we'll see how the holographic is. Here's the Moon. All right, the Moon is a very important card whenever you deal with the psyche. Love that. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep showing y'all. Magician. Hopefully this writes itself so you can read it. But if not, then you have the Lovers. High Priestess. Perfect. Now I'm having to unstick them. These are the backs. Oh, so pretty. So freaking pretty. You can feel a little bit, but it's not like super apparent. So here's the Hermit. The Hanged Man. Here we have the Fool. We have the Empress. The baby seems to have gold on him. I like the quality. It's going to be good. It's not super, super thick, but it isn't like paper thin or as some of these other decks we're having. Here's the Emperor. Okay, we have the Devil. I'm going to try to get through faster, sorry. We have the Chariot. Temperance. Strength. Okay. The Justice. That's nice. Judgment. The Death card. I enjoy it. I enjoy how it looks. It definitely is. A lot of these are complex images, which is good if you are somebody who gets clairvoyance, as in you see things or you get visions or such. Just those are the types of gifts, or if that's what you want to get into yourself and what you notice, and very intuitive kind of decks, I feel like this deck would definitely be one of those. And when we are walking into the Pentacles, did I already get the Ace of Pentacles? Maybe stuck to the Death card. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Maybe it shows you the... Okay, so those were the majors. I have to figure out, I don't know how to do the tags or anything about like the timings and whatnot besides like... Okay, yeah, these are definitely out of order. I have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The 3. And then the 10 comes out. This is how they're shuffled. You have to shuffle them anyways. This is the 10. The 6 of Pentacles. Then we have the 7. Okay, yeah, these are different in order. I like this. Queen of Pentacles. Hers is the Star. That's in gold. Oh. The Page of Pentacles, the 9, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King, the 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the 8. Sorry if this irks you. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Pentacle and gold here. Okay. Sorry, that's a little bit out of order. Kind of how it came, so I'm like, okay, well, at least they're pretty. And again, the backs. So we have the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Okay, I can get behind this. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. I like how the swords stand out. Okay, and then I have the 9 of Swords. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, the 4 of Swords. Gotta be shuffled anyways, if you want to use them like that. I know some people don't shuffle and they lay them out and then they kind of wave their hand. Or for me, sometimes I'll touch them because that right now. But we'll see how we shuffle them in a little bit. I want to break these guys in. Okay, this is the 5 of Swords. One sec. Okay, that was the 5 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. Sorry, I had a little bit of an itch. I was like, okay. Here's the Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. Alright, and that's, I believe, the swords. Yes, now we're going into wands, and then cups is the last one. Okay, a little bit different, which is totally fine, because you got to do things differently so it catches people's attention. Alright, thank you. Finally did that. I've been going to therapy and whatnot, and everything's a little hurting, but it's okay. We're getting back to the thing. Sorry. This is the 3 of Wands. The third one's up there. I don't know if you can. Yeah. Okay. The 10 of Wands. Very interesting how she drew that. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Page of Wands. 9 of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna move in them and make sure that I'm only showing you the one at a time. This is the Knight of Wands. The ones over there. I'm trying to be showing you the reflection so that way you can see what is in gold. Because I feel like this lighting might not be the best currently for what it is. Okay, that was the King. King of Wands. The 4. Okay. That might be important for somebody that's watching. 4 of Wands. I like it. They have a little house in there. Oh, a castle. I'm sorry. Especially the under the water sea. It's pretty cool. Oh, the 5 of Wands definitely gives off the 5 of Wands. You know. Who love and talk about tarot and such, and the system's 5s of change. So remember, depending on what suit it is, depends on what kind of change it is and what's stuff. That's the essence, right? And then here we are with the Ace of Wands. I love aces because if they're dynamic enough for you to catch things, and it is, like she has something in the background here. Very interesting. You can always pause to be able to see this. Just don't want to waste y'all's time. I'm enjoying this. by doing the look over. I have the Three of Cups here. Oh, the Ten of Cups is pretty. There are your 10 cups. The reflection. The Six of Cups. Having them down, you're still able to see them, but you know, you'll have to definitely kind of like wait until you get used to it. The Seven of Cups, because it'll look like that if you're shuffling them and whatnot, but then when you're like this, so you definitely need a light on for these cards until you get used to it, just because if you need the label and whatnot. The Queen of Wands, Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh, that's pretty. I think this is the only one that doesn't have as much of a humanoid figure. The other one, like, she had like her full face and the full body and then was attached with it. Can't remember which one it was. I believe it was the first. Yeah, I think it was the Swords that had it like that. Here you have the Page of Cups. Okay. Have the Nine of Cups. I have the Knight. This is the Knight, the KN, whenever I write it to myself. It also has actually a horse on this one. I don't think I got a horse on the other ones. The King of Cups. Definitely gives off King of Cups. You know, there's always different adjectives and whatnot about people. One is a court card versus a normal one. This is the Four of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Is this a cuttlefish? I think this is a cuttlefish. The way it's drawn. It can be an octopus. I believe the squid, octopus, and cuttlefish are all related. I just can't remember how currently at the moment. Five of Cups. And people are probably like, don't you have a whole ass biology degree? Yes, I do. It's one of my minors. So, yep. And continue into bioengineering as I continue into more things. But, so that is Eight of Cups. I want to see that closer. Oh, that's interesting. It gives off either. Okay, it's so interesting how the water runs over. And the Eight of Cups gives that kind of a moment of pause. Usually when you think of the eights, you think it's either pausing to look back or to figure out where you're at or what's going on here. It's almost like when people reevaluate themselves sometime. Here we have the Ace of Cups. Love it. That overflow is there, because you could tell it overflowing over the cup. Very interesting. Sorry. Here's the Two of Cups, which I love. I love it. Gives the mirroring effect. And they even had little hearts in the center. That's cute. And then here's the extra card, the Universe. All right, y'all. So that is the tarot deck. Should I try to shuffle it to see how it shuffles so that way y'all would know? Let's try that. So I'm gonna try this way. Okay, it gives off that you're gonna need to get used to shuffling. Okay, but not too bad. All right, we're gonna try to riffle shuffle. Maybe I should make it. Okay, not too bad. Has some bounce to it. Yay. I like it. Let's see for the people who, yep. It is slick. It is not the matte finish. It's not super slick. Like, it's going all over the place. You know, I'm trying to remember some of the decks that I have that, like, you literally slide them out and they just fall off the table. Worse than how I fell on I fell on my left side of my hand. Sorry. Got all the little hairs and whatnot. They went to go take a nap. The other two. Oh, yeah. All three of them are on the bed. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, okay. So not too bad. So for people who wanting to do that. So pretty. All right, y'all. Let me put this up. I'm just going to do this real time. So that way I do that. All right. I'm going to put this guy back in here. Just going to work with this. Okay, and it fits very well into it. So it's not like leaving a ton of space. Oh, the way she packaged this, right, for people, I ain't worried about it. I have a post mailbox. It's on the website if you need it. It's the one that I use. But the way she packaged it, it was all compostable. Yes, these things have plastic, but I think that they might be compostable or something because they're kind of sticky. Or if they're not compostable, at least it's the only thing that's needs to be changed, basically. So I have the pocket edition as well. The pocket edition. This one is holographic. The hollow, which is the form. I tried to pick it open. That's what I thought about in this video. And then the playing cards. For people that don't know, I love reading playing cards. That is how it started in this. Straight up. Because, so, I have a bunch of little stickies because I had peanuts in the other package I got. So I got the Octopus Tarot, the baggie, my bag for it. I may use this and just have this kind of decorative because I like having bags. It's a good touch. It's a nice touch. I can't remember if that was extra or what, whatever happened. Here's my order. So, whoop, all the things. So it was the Pocket Tarot deck, the Tarot pouch, which is the baggie, the Hermit sticker, the Lover sticker, the Star sticker, World sticker, thank you card, the Playing Cards Gold edition, and the Pocket edition. It's just Pocket Tarot deck. I don't think that there was a gold version. This is the one that would have probably gotten it. So these were the stickers she gave. So it was the World card. It's shiny. The whole thing is kind of holographic. Okay, you can kind of see there. Man, we're going to have to figure out how to do this. Okay. Oh, you can see it here. There. I think you can see it. It's a rainbow colored. Sorry, I'm trying. That's the Lovers. And it's holographic. Oh, you can kind of see it if I do that. Gotta make a dance. But there's that. This is the World sticker. And then we have the Hermit, which I absolutely love. I love the Hermit, and I love how the Lovers card came out. Lover stickers came out. They're kind of more complex and more full. But these are very good, and they feel like very nice to put on. I might even put them on what's going to be my journal, because I'm going to have to fix up, because that's how I do my calendar for the year, because I don't buy like a specific calendar. I just do that. But yeah, all right. So that was the tarot deck. Let me see how the pouch is. We're going to have one of them visit me here in a sec. Ooh, all the little ears popped out. They're like, ah! They have beds. So, looks like this. Okay, it's not embroidered. It's, what you call it? When people, like on shirts, how these things are kind of placed on them. Okay. Ooh, okay. I like this. I definitely like this. It's fuzzy. Velvet? Is that what they call it? Yeah. It's nice. So, that is a yes, for sure. I like it. That's what I'm going to use, because I don't know. I guess one day I'll have to show y'all my sort of organization that I have in here. But anyways, that's not what it was. Just want to talk about it since I bought everything. And so now we're opening the Pocket Edition Tarot. Wanted to do this in case or not. So it is hollow. Yeah, this one doesn't have it like that, but this one does. Like, okay, the difference. Now this is paper. That's okay. I'm having a hard time opening things. Hands and whatnot. I'm using it to pry, like a pry bar, like the Halligan. Okay, and so it opens. It's white. Oh, it's sealed too. Oh, that's pretty. This is pretty. Dang it. Okay, here. Yeah, it's rainbows. this type of holographic, which I think is a different type of holographic than the large version was, because the large version I think is like it's like a blue, dark blue to holographic, I think. I don't have it obviously, so I don't know. But it comes in this little box, and it's pretty good and sealed in there by Luna Charlotte Octopus Tarot. Yeah. So let's do this. Oh! And this is in a different order. The Ace of Cups is on top. Okay, so then what it is. Ah! All right, let's get into here. It does not come with a little white book or anything. Just FYI in case. We're kind of reviewing it. Okay. Whee. Okay, cool. I don't know how to do ASMR. Oh, you can finally see it. Okay. So it's like this. All right, cool. I hope it's not upside down. All right, so I'm gonna go on top. They're a little sticky, but that's okay. So this is what it looks like. Oh, dang, finger. Okay. What it looks like. So just a little holographic. This is the universe. When you're not looking at it, it looks silver, okay? But then you see it reflect, and that's where your holographic is. Okay, cool. So that's how you figure it out. But this, it's pocket size. Yay. It is smaller than a deck of cards, okay? Deck of cards. I should do it this way. Boing. It is thinner. But the quality of the image and the way that you're able to see it, it's there. It's there. All right, so now we can show the, I guess, the different version form. Ace of Cups. This one, yeah, okay. The letters are also holographic, just like the thing, but they look silver when you're not flashing them, kind of. So, see, you can see them go away, just like the kind of thing. So, that is the Ace of Cups. Yep, we are definitely out of order. Okay, it's all right. You need to shuffle them anyways. Okay, this is definitely one of those decks that you just kind of lay out and run your hand over, because I don't want to hurt the riffling, by riffle shuffling and whatnot. So this, I'm just going to shut up and show y'all. This is the Eight of Cups. Okay, if I put it in my face, it'll show you. Okay. Five of Cups. Maybe this is how the other one acts. If that's how it acts, then I might buy it. Might not. We'll see. Gotta. There's two stuck. Okay. First time. Right, first time. Four of Cups. I'm definitely gonna have to look up what's the difference. Because I know cuttlefish and squids are closer related. They're like siblings in the genus and species form than the octopus and the cuttlefish. They're a little bit further away in evolution. So. I hope y'all can see these. Knight of Cups. This is the King of Cups. And it is the same, the holographic is on the same sections of the cards. Because I remember the King of Cups like that. Yeah, okay. Cool. So, it's not like it's different or it has less holographic because of the size. But not because, oh, they wanted to skip out or anything. That's good. I like this. I like this. This is definitely going to be mine. Mine for sure. That is the Nine of Cups. Okay. Then we have Queen of Cups. I think I was talking about how the difference of more humanoid figures and whatnot. Just gonna go see this. Okay. It's the Queen of Cups. The Page of Cups. Okay. 7, 6, 10, 3, 2 of Cups. It is in a different order than the other one, but just fix them in order if that's what you like. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Eight. So, what's the difference between the size? Maybe if I show you the tarot, maybe. Okay. You can see the difference here in size. It is like a third of the difference. Okay, that way you know. All right, cool. This was the Ten of Swords. Dipping into shuffle, but that's okay. If it's the Ten of Swords, it's been happening. The world has been on it something else. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Little stars are what's holographic here. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, this is starting to get really long, sorry. 4 of Pentacles. Put it in front of my face, that way it's a little bit easier for you. This is the King of Pentacles. If I do it like that, you can see where the holographic is. The Knight. KN. Right? If you're somebody like me who likes to abbreviate things in my book whenever I'm drawing, I put KN for Knight and just K for King. Or el Caballero versus el Rey. You won't need to do that, right, in Espanol. The Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. See, this is what I was talking about. More humanoid figure, like you can actually see her face and whatnot. And it's like her head turns into the octopus. Very interesting. I love the abstraction. I love the art for it. As another artist, I get it. I can get it. You're using your mind and you're adding more to it, instead of just replicating or repeating the same thing, which is good for people who like to collect or who want something different, just because you do, right? That's why you get different decks in the first place. This is the 7. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 3? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Pentacles. No, Ace of Swords. I'm so sorry. It's the sword in this suit. This is the 8 of Swords. Oh, that one you can see it. Sorry. If it's just I think it's just my hand because you can see it. 5 of Swords. Maybe I might have to do that. 4 of Swords. King of Swords. Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Page of Swords. Queen of Swords. See, she's more humanoid. That's what I was thinking. My first time looking at the cards, you can see me open them in front of y'all. Okay. Alright. The Seven of Swords. The Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. I think I finally figured out how I want to show this to y'all. The Two of Swords. If I just get real close. The holographic is in this. Great. We'll just do this one. Four of Wands. Ace of Wands. Might have actually been in order. Nope. I lied. But this is okay. Eight of Wands. Sorry, I'm trying to make it easier for y'all. I think all I'm doing is making it more complicated. Eight of Wands. Five of Wands. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Sorry, I'm trying to keep them off here so that way I can make my life easier. But yeah. Trying to show y'all. I guess I'm not very good at showing y'all, but that's okay. I'm really excited to get into the playing cards. Because supposedly each playing card has one of the octopuses instead of a pip deck, and that's exciting. Nine of Wands. I will be just as surprised as y'all whether it's either of them. Okay, Nine of Wands. Page of Wands. I love it. You can see the intricate details. Like, the details are there. So you can still picture them. It's not like you're losing image quality when it's shrunk down. So whoever her publisher is, yes. Okay, Queen of Wands. Sorry. Queen of Wands. Okay. Then I have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Six of Wands. Ten of Wands. Three of Wands. Three. Okay. Two of Wands. Yeah, it is. The third one is holographic. It just doesn't seem to show. It's this one over here. It's there. It's just at a different angle. Okay. I was worried that people were like, oh, it doesn't have to think. Just this. Okay. I sure do the Two of Wands, right? Yeah, I did too. And then the Death card. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm glad that I got the gold edition for the larger version. Not because it's not pretty, but it just looks all silver until you flash it at yourself. Which, trying to make my life a little bit easier. Judgment. Now we're in the major arcanas. Justice. Strength. The strength is the infinity symbol over there. I was like, is there any on this one? Yes, it's there. Like I said, having to do that. Temperance. The Chariot. My form of a review. I'm excited to have received this because I bought it and I'm glad I finally got it. So that way I can read for y'all. That's the Devil. The Emperor. I'm really excited about it. The Empress. I will be sharing this with my mama. I was actually going to give her the pocket size. I don't know. She'll probably like to do that for me. The problem is my mom, I always joke, my mama loves putting everything in order. So she's gonna have a whole thing with it that it came out of order. So there's that. Hanged Man. Where's the gilding on this one? I'm glad that it's embossed a little bit. You can feel it a little bit. Yeah, it's there. It's the ropes. Ah! We finally figure out how to... I got it there for a minute. I guess not. That'll be alright. We have the Hermit. Whoops. Okay. Then we have the Hierophant. Definitely gives off there. I do not know if she is a reader, a tarot reader. I don't think she is, but just in case. Very interesting and very intricate how she did them. Talking about like it was a long ordeal to put it together. I believe it. Because painting 79 cards, or drawing or painting, I think painting is her preferred method, and then digitizing it. It's beautiful. What is over here? The mirror. Yeah, the little mirror and the part over here is that. I hope I'm doing. These don't do it justice, but they are definitely lighter. Lighter in the form of. What's it called? Gilding. So they're like a silver gilding when they're. If I take this off because, like I said, the sun was going to come up. Is that better? Oh, that actually might be better for y'all. See? That was the Magician, by the way, the previous one. And this is the Moon card. I like it. We have the Star. Yeah, Star. Which is the one that we got in a sticker. It's like the Hermit, the Lovers, the Sun. So you're not sacrificing quality just by getting the smaller ones. In case I don't know how much they are. She's offering them again in her site. I think she was offering the printed version because she had so many more extra on her website, even though she was trying to get these boxes together because she had issues. And I can totally get it if printing presses cause problems and such. Like, printers smell fear. Like, let's be real. We know that, right? That's the World card. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this one does not look like anything. It doesn't look like anything's embossed, but it's the little bitty suckers on the octopus. I promise they're there. Didn't look like it. All right, nice. That's this one. Oh, okay. I thought I had already scratched or dinged it up, and I was like, oh, crap. That's what happened. I had one. Upside down. And that was the Three of Pentacles. I don't know. In case for the people. So this is what they look like. What they look like on the ends. Now you can see it better. Just had to turn lights off. Don't know. But anyways, let's see how they shuffle. I like it. They're made of the same material. I can definitely keep this like this. The other mini tarot that I have that I enjoy, that I really love, but it is a little bit larger than this one, I believe. It's been a while since I used it. Is by somebody else. The Dark Tarot, the Rojo Dark Tarot. I have that deck in the bigger version, and I love it. I love it. But yeah, I like many forms, don't people? Like, you have to be a certain kind of person to like the smaller decks or whatnot, and I get that. But yeah, it's a little hard to put it back in here after it's been shuffled, but that's just use, right? All right, so that one's done. That's the pocket version of it. Let's get to this baby. Oh my gosh, it's already 15 minutes. Sorry. Oh, okay, this one has easy open. Or at least it looks like it. It's got the line. We gotta figure out what side it is. Oh. I don't got the patience for this today. So I got my knife under here. I pulled it myself. Cool. We got to the thing. Freaking miracles, man. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now, how to get in it without damaging this guy. So I have 472 out of 1,000. Was there a number on these guys? No, no number on these. So that's fun. Oh, that makes me not want to at all hurt the thing. One sec while I try to figure out what this is. So I'm real picky about how I open things. I tried to open it this way and I wouldn't peel up very well, which could be good for that. Did my best. It did not come well. Don't have as much dexterity as I normally do, but I'm gonna give it to myself. So 4 years ago. All right, I pulled it out. It has the little octopus on it. Might just have to take up the sticker anyways. And it has these little gold guys at the top if you want to take that sticker off fully, if you have more dexterity than I do currently. But yeah. Oh, and they're sealed. Okay. They're also sealed in here, which means the bag was secondary, and it's nice. The box is very pretty. Gold. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because it's gold. I sure hope that all of them have the pictures. And they are colored, dude. Yes, I'm already super excited to get in here. I had to take out the other one because, bruh. Now, let's try to get it to the sucker. Thank God, this one's a lot easier. Okay. I'm an adult, don't give me that. Whoever I'm cutting and trying to get into here. I'm trying, all right? I'm doing my best. What I usually do is I remove these stickers and place it on the inside of the boxes. I might do that. Depends on how much it irks me. But, yeah. Well, that didn't help out. Yeah. Just peel, Stephanie, just peel. Okay, here we go. I is not good at ASMR. Alrighty. Since it seems like not a lot of people bought the... Okay. Basically stuck together a little bit. Oh my god, yes. She actually used not just a pip deck, but a thing. Yes! For my people who read with cards. Oh my god, and these are so nice. These are textured. Oh my god, what's it called? Woven. The woven feel. Oh my gosh. 5 of Cups. They used it as the pip deck. Not a pip deck with just dots, but they used the Minor Arcana. That's what it is. As a thing. Yes! This one's in order. I'm all here for it. I think. Yeah, baby! Come to mama. And they're in order. I can show them to y'all, okay? And it's gold. Yes! I'm so fucking excited. I might buy me a second one of these if she still got them in stock, but I don't think she does. But it'll be okay. Okay. Anyways, let's just crack into them. They are woven. Let's see if the Jokers are... They're different. Thank you, gods. Okay. For people that don't know, I like to read with everything. Very much a person who loves playing card decks. Like, you can't get me. And they are colored. I love this. They should have made the tarot deck like this, but that's just me. But I love it. She should make one of just colored, and she could have like a whole nother thing, and like it would make money. So this, oh my god, what is this? This is the, I didn't pay enough attention. This, I believe, was the Hermit card. The Hermit card. It probably isn't, but look. It has the gold gilding, and it is colored. I'm all here for it. Yes. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god, this was so worth it. Okay, so we have the ace. The ace of spades. As an ace of spades in cardiology, each date has a different card associated with it. The 52 cards repeat, right? 51, because I think just one person has the Joker, but they repeat and whatnot. And my cardiology card is the ace of spades. Me, myself, just look at that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Now, I don't read playing cards like Minor Arcana, straight up. I have Oracle forms and different things, but I love how she tried, or she did it differently. And for the people who do read such, this is going to be kind of intuitive, taking a little bit of this, and what does it do, like, we're just going to go off this. Two spades usually is considered backstabbing in quite a few of oracles of playing cards, to read with playing cards, and it doesn't just feel like a backstabby energy. I'm looking at how there's kind of this background, and the background's real emphasized, and there's like whirls and twirls and stuff, and it feels like you're going round and round. So this could be somebody with cycles, right? It could be that you keep having this same cycle that you're repeating because of this backstabbing energy. This is not the first time you've experienced backstabbing in this way, in this work, in this whatever it is. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up. I'm just enjoy the cards. They are woven. They're woven fabric. They are not glossy. They're slightly matte, but you can tell that they are woven because of the texture. Oh hell yeah! I was able to get into that one. All right. Sorry, you'll get a kind of face of mine. The 3. You kind of get my face because I gotta be able to see, to show you. All right, 3, and then the 4. I love this. For me, it's gonna be different there, how it's so complex and whatnot. It's not just the simple. But yeah, I love it. This was worth it. It would have been fun if she just did like, randoms, but like it works. Okay, the 6 and spades, the 7 of spades. I don't really have to show you because you could see that. The 8 of spades. I love it. Love it. I wonder if we're about to see here for a sec. Okay, so we have Jack. Okay, now the court cards are colored, versus these are black, but the same way that they are on the tarot decks. But look at this. Look at this Jack. Yes. I think they placed it as the page, or did they place it as the caballero? I don't know. Oh. I'd have to look through, but it's so pretty. I love how it's colored. I remember that was an unlocked thing. It was so fucking worth it. You don't have to necessarily buy it, right? But I love how this is. See. Ah! I love it. This King of Spades. Yes, baby. If you do tarot and you talk about tarot and based on your day, what day you were born on and whatnot for what tarot, I'm the King of Aces. The King of Spades. And yeah. King of Spades. In some places they say it's the Knight of Spades. But yeah, I love how it came out. The Ace of Diamonds. Oh my gosh. I love how it's zoomed up. There's no space. I love being up center, facing center with this. For people who like reading and whatnot, you can literally take out the majors in the other deck and see whatever major things could happen and what the such is for some people. You know, you find your own way of doing it. I've done it like that before, but that's not my preferred way because I get way too many images that flash just by seeing a couple cards or different ways of reading. This is the 7 of diamonds. Now, they use diamonds as, what's it called? Pentacles. I will comment for people who like reading and whatnot. You, as well as I, know for people who like reading oracles and playing cards that it is not as fresh or as easy to swap. If you read playing cards, you know that spades is actually kind of worse than the swords are. In tarot. And a lot of people are like, no, it's not. Like, the swords in tarot can be really bad. I'm like, yeah, but the aces, the spades, or las picas in Espanol, or piche, in piacere, piacere de conoscerti is nice to meet you. P-I-C-C-H. I always hear it said different ways because my family's Sicilian. So for people that don't know, Sicilian as a language. I think it's now going on 8 years. It's going on like 5+ years that Sicilian has been classified as its own language. Different than Italiano and different than Greek. Somebody who studies classics, another minor. But for people that know, diamonds doesn't give off pentacle energy. I would say it would be, where is it? Clubs. Clubs gives off more pentacle energy. It's a discrepancy, right? And then some people say like diamonds for me doesn't necessarily feel like pentacles. It feels more like wand energy because it's things that usually are quick moving, different things. So it's not perfect, but for people who like reading like this, you have kind of a cheat sheet. But these images, they are so complex enough that I could take pieces and parts and kind of see what else is there and just kind of allow myself to have like the intrusive thoughts and the visions and the parts and the pieces and seeing and just intuitively reading them, not just reading in the forms that I read. So this will be definitely a fun challenge for me in that sense. But yeah, I love how they're zoomed up on these photos, they're zoomed up on these pictures, and I'm enjoying them. Absolutely. Now, I would think Jack is, the Jacks are closer to in between La Paje or La Sota, the page, the knave, instead of the knight. So I don't know if that's what it is. Okay, here we are. We have a little seahorse as the knight. So so she used the knights as the Jacks. And I can see where that is. But you know, with this system. But for me, it's going to be my system, right? But I love and I enjoy how it is. This is the 10, by the way. So there is that discrepancy for people that like reading and whatnot. This isn't necessarily banked on for us, right? This isn't one of the other forms, right? For people that don't know, Lenormand, a lot of these, we don't say the G word here, right? We do our absolute best to not be somebody who is racist as hell, but a lot of fortune-telling decks. Lenormand, Kipper, which is the German version, Siblia, which is the version for Italia, right? The Italiano version is the Siblia, right? And these 3 decks, which are picture decks that came from 36, the court cards, and then up to 6 to 10. Right, 6 to 10. That's how you get 36 cards out of the Kipper deck, and the Siblia uses all 52 cards, but it's written differently, right, and such. Versus Lenormand is the 36, and that's the French version, right? Lenormand. I do not know how the Kipper works very much. I have a Kipper inspired deck, but that's not what it is. But anyways, let's just get back to this as I continue talking. This is the king. Yeah, gives that kingly energy. So for me, it's a little bit different. Oh my gosh. So I went for it, right, just to see what it was. And the color on this is beautiful. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I love it. Are they actually different colors? Where's the yeah, because the Joker's like fully colored in and whatnot. The Jokers are like this. Oh, this is such a pretty deck. I'm definitely going to be using this no matter how it is. And I'll just make up my own system, bruh. And the spades are purple. Okay. The diamonds are green. The greens. And now it's like these pinks and these peaches. And oh my gosh. Okay, I absolutely am enjoying this. Here's the jack. I love the color involved. It can bring up other pieces and other things. It can even give me, for people that like reading, right, with fortune-telling style, with playing cards and Lenormand and Siblia and probably Kipper and whatnot, know that each court or suit, right, like in suit in the tarot, can give you descriptions of what the people look like. A lot of people don't know that. And I've seen a lot of these decks come out where everyone's white in this deck, or everyone is, like, everyone's got blonde hair, and I'm like, I know what it is, but it's not giving as much as I would like it to give, you know, just all that. But here's the 9 of wands. Okay, they just put it as wands. It's going to be a thing. But I love the images. I can totally see myself making up a system. I feel like I'm going to make up a system by using a combination of the things to be able to draw from my memory for this. But yeah, that's the 7. This one's going backwards instead. Here's the 6. I might have just pulled it wrong because I just started digging for things. Okay. Here's the 5. Weep. Ugh. So fucking pretty. And the texture. Oh, mama. I definitely. It gives, oh, what is that place? What is the picture? I will find it here in a minute after this. Let me do that. Otherwise, I'll just go on a tangent and lose myself. I'm going to make sure to go off of this. Okay. That's the 2. And then the ace. See, like, it's so complex images. They're going to make me have, like, the visions and whatnot are going to have pieces and parts. And I'm like, oh, I can take this from it. And, like, I see this and I see that. And, okay, so we're back to, it's blue. Okay. So these are green. Right, this is like a teal. And then here's the queen. She's green, right? Like a baby green, like a light grass green. Closer to yellow ochre, but not as dark as yellow ochre, as in the yellow ochre is like, people usually use it for skin tones and painting and drawing and whatnot, but it's on the yellow edge. It's kind of like the yellow and the brownish. It's like a like, if someone looks a little bit, is more in the yellow tone and whatnot, and then you add pink or you add whatever, or red or blue, depending on the person's tone. But it's already like a yellowish, aiming towards already skin tone, or aiming towards bark color, and not that dark brown, but like the in between the yellow going towards brown. If you were to add a bit more, you could get the beautiful tree colors and whatnot, and beautiful grasses and such. Or if you add more yellow to it, you can even get like sandy desert, or, you know, toasted, you know, when leaves burn and whatnot. Going on a tangent, but now we're too far in. Gotta get myself back in order. But this is kind of like, it's the sea green. Sea green? Yeah, sea green versus this one is like grass green, leaning towards a little bit more yellow. Oh, pretty. And then this one, these are blue, the hearts. And I would say, okay, I'll give it. It does definitely give sometimes a bit of cup energy, but not exactly. You know, that's just how it is. I'm definitely just going to be like rolling into whatever it is. I love this. I love how the queen is. Here, you can see she's blue. And it's not like a sea blue. It's more like less sky blue, like baby blue or whatnot. It's more on leaning towards teal. No, more. She's the darker of the 3, right? Because this is the caballero, or the jack, right? That they've placed. The knight. Right, they placed the knight and whatnot. He's more of a sky blue, and she's more of, not my blue that's on my nails, which is like a really dark blue, but she's like a leaning towards teal, kind of when people think blue, think towards more like this color. Like a, oh my god, Siren? Ah! Oh my god. Cerulean blue-ish. That is what it is. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Yeah, screw it. I'll just go out of order anyways. But here's the Ten of Cups. Sorry, I'm going off tangent. I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's just given a lot. Which I love. I love. I really do enjoy that I got the gold. Because it's still yellow if you're not seeing it with light. Right? But then when you have it in light, it's also pretty. Okay, that's the 8. 7. Trying to hold myself back. We definitely are a little bit crazier today, but it's okay. Because we're about to go to bed. And I'm still healing. I'm getting my butt off. I'm finally off my 800 milligrams of pain medicine. Yeah, for people who are like, bro, what? Yeah, it was not no morphine. But it's ethylodolac, which is used for people who have arthritis because of the hinchazón, the inflammation that I had, and everything was double the size because my body was busy healing, and it was really, like, my whole body was hot. My whole body was super, super warm. Like, I was fever because my body was fighting to try to deal with what happened in the injury and whatnot, so. But we're better. We're better. So that's the 3, the 2. Oh, how pretty. Nice cups. All right, y'all. Let's see how they shuffle. Okay, here are the backs. It's like a shorter version. I think it's the same photo, but it's been squat into the style we wanted. Just shuffling. Oh, this gives off everything. I love it. Let me look. I'll find one of the other decks that maybe I can explain to you what it feels like. Here we go. Here we are. This was a deck that was given to me by a friend. But it gives off the same sensation because these are woven. These are woven together too. Are we gonna be able to show? No, probably not. But it's woven texture. It's the woven texture, but it's not as apparent in this deck. It's like smoother woven. Only when you're like closely looking at it. This one's Joker and the Thief, which I actually want to look at more of their stuff because I love it. I love it. It's the way that they've drawn the court cards makes it for it. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that has the same texture so I can kind of explain. One sec while I dig through. So I found a couple decks that may explain. This one is the Bicycle Stargazers. These came in different ones and whatnot. This one has almost the same texture when you shuffle, but this one is a little bit smoother. It's less woven feeling, but there's this one. Not. And then this one I have nothing to compare it to. But this one is it's based at NASA, across the universe, NASA. I'm from Houston. What's up? Hello, Houston. Always and forever. But this actually has the same texture of this. These cards have the nebulas and whatnot, and it gives off everything. But this has the same woven texture and gives off the same kind of feeling that these do. Close. These are thick and they're woven and they're nice. So I was looking for some that I can explain has the same texture, because for me textures are like a thing. And sometimes, you know, if someone's like, oh, it feels like this, I will go look for that deck and see what it feels like to see if I want that deck, or if I have one that's similar to it, right? And I'm like, oh, I have one that's also from that brand. But Theory 11 has the ones that I'm talking about. It has kind of like that woven texture that I've seen many decks printed by Theory 11 that have that texture that is woven and whatnot. I don't know if that's the brand. Who knows? But I like it. I like how it is. I like the gold. I'm definitely going to be making up my own freaking system to use here, or just kind of getting used to it and whatnot. But I enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I'm very excited to see that there's color on these, on the majors or the court cards, just to have a combination in something. So this was worth it. Gonna sound crazy, but I paid over $100 because I got multiple of these things, and it was during the thing and shipping. But the quality and whatnot, if this quality was in the playing cards, or the playing cards, was in the tarot, oh, it would probably be worth more. On a for real note, because I like the texture of woven cards, because I know they're gonna last. If you are a riffle shuffler or somebody who does the bridge a lot, we'll just use this deck for now. The people who, it's like, why'd you take me out and like that? The people who do this, the bridge, and who, it's okay, that's on my desk, who like doing the bridge and whatnot, this will definitely feels like it's gonna last for me. Versus, I haven't looked at the tarot. I've been a little bit worried. They have the bounce that you want. Yeah, it's not woven texture, but it is a nice texture still, and it has bounce. So it is still gonna last. Just don't be as rough with this one as you would with other decks that you have. You know what I mean. There are plenty of decks that I have, I think, oh my gosh, that have like a really, like, these decks have thick, I'm talking thick cardstock, that these suckers, they're gonna last a while. But thick cardstock is also very clunky to mix, so these are very good to mix and to take your time, and these feel like how pretty these backs are, right? Sorry, I kind of rolled all over the front and whatnot, but based on how these are, I'm gladly going to just lay them out and then pick them on my desk, just because it'll catch my attention, and I'm pretty sure these spirits are going to be dancing on it. And what I mean by that is, for people that don't know, depending on how you see spirits and whatnot, but they'll like pop up and kind of like show me where their hands are pointing, or I'll see them, or it's different gifts, right? I would love to hear how other people have their gifts, because it's lonely. It's lonely when you're the only one who's got these weird gifts, especially because this generation, it's just me. It's just me, right? It does happen where they say that it's one person that gets to pass it on, and I was raised that way. I was raised that I knew that I was different. Hello. My cousins didn't want to play with me. I was known as the one that was like put in charge, and then I had to fight my cousins, right? My Latino cousins and whatnot, because that's very typical. Like, you have to prove who the fuck is boss, and I was a good fighter. So I won quite a bit. But that's a whole different conversation. Long time ago. And then eventually they just learned, because otherwise they were going to get ass weapons from their own parents. So they were like, that's going to be the one that she sees things that you will never be able to see. But I was always shunned. I was always looked at differently. My grandfather and my grandmother dotted on me because they knew that I wasn't the same. They knew that I would carry the gifts. And so they would talk to me about how to deal with this, how to do the things. Though I was told very much by my grandma, ignore the spirits, pretend like they're not there so they don't bug you. But spirits know when you see them. It's like it's a smell. It's something that they know. They just kind of know. And they'll be like right here in front of your face until you say something. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, excuse me. But yeah, that's how I see them. I would love to hear how other people have gifts and whatnot. I deal with death a lot. First funeral that I've ever went to, I was less than 6 months old. I was 6 months old, and I've dealt with over 1 to 5, if not more, funerals every single year of my life, right? If you want an introduction or what I'm about or what I'm like and whatnot and such, I have an introduction up on YouTube, as well as I'm trying to fix up the website of SAArmatoArts.com. But that is usually, hopefully at that time, by the time you see this, it will be up to date and everything, and I'll be able to videos. You can see items that are straight there, though you can pay through PayPal and Venmo just to make y'all's lives easier. I do not have Cash App. I do not have, what's the other one that people have asked me if I have? I don't do Zelle unless it's necessary, or unless you're a repeat customer, or I know you. Person to person. Sorry. My cats have opposable thumbs, I swear to you, because they know how to open that door. They know how to open my bedroom door, and they just walk around. They're just like, sup? You're just like, well, why are you out here? Happens all the time. They know how to open jars, like not just jars that are like this, but jars that have a twist top. They opened it to get to the treats. Oh yeah, let me tell you. Anyways, weird things. This is after an hour. I'm sorry if it was a lot of your time. I hope you watched it on twice the speed. I hope that this caught your attention. And if you were wondering about this, I like the intricate extra stuff that people use with their tarot, with their paintings and their drawings and stuff. I love playing card decks. Super. Like it's always been a thing. Like I love having decks that every card has an image instead of just the court cards. And the court cards can be very interesting, and it's kind of like that, right? But it's just out there. I enjoy it whenever artists are like bringing out decks, because I love being able to bring out playing cards. Like that is my thing. That is my jam. You always somebody has a playing card deck, right? I can bring out in the middle of the airport anything, and it's so conspicuous because nobody can tell, unless you're somebody like me. But yeah. And even then, like when I meet other people who have my gifts, I'm like, do I say something? Can they tell? Usually you can like sense it about somebody else, right? When I think of my friend, the Puerto Rican witch, I was like, oh, and she found me, and she was like, you see things, and I was like, you see things, and she's like, yes, I do, and I was like, what's up? It's the best part. That's my best friend, so she's worth it in case that you need spell work or something. Be nice, say hello, see how things are, and if she's accepting. But yeah, she sells a lot of items. I love her sprays. Sprays are something else. For the Puerto Rican Witch. I believe her website is thepuertoricanwitch.com, or however she's fixing that up and whatnot, but you can find her also through YouTube, through Instagram. I'm trying to remember all the other platforms she uses. She tries to keep herself up to date and everything, and I'm like, ah! But yeah, there's that. I just went all over the place, but that is okay. If you are still here, thank you for your patience with me. I guess because I'm coming off the 800 milligrams, I'm on about 400, which is normal, of ibuprofen now, which is normal, right? The inflammation is down. The inflammation is still there. The bruise is now gone from purple, this deep, deep purple, to, you can still see the kind of like the little line around when I had the size of a baseball on my thigh, a little bit larger than a baseball. It was about 9 inches from one end to the other, with a bendable, the clear plastic where they check your, like for me, showing y'all that is even a lot. My degree of incline of being able to do this, and whatnot is not the same. I think I have 10 degrees right now that I'm able to go this way, but in this way it still hurts a bit. And we're crunchy. All the little fingers, everything is crunchy. But we're getting better. Hola, maravilloso. This is the one that's got fingers. Opposable thumbs. I swear to you. Believe me. Hi. Let's see if I can show you him. There you go. This one. This is the oldest one. This one is actually the reason why I had to retake my Latin final, because he was being bored in the middle of it. And they were like, what's going on? Like, you could hear all this, because it flags you whenever you're doing tests, online finals and whatnot, because it records all the audio, everything, and video, right? And they're like, what's going on? And we just hear this, yeah, and it signals that audio is being used in exterior audio, basically. So they check, and they said, oh my gosh. And I said, yeah, this one was born, and then all the other 4 were born right after, but this was during my test. I had 20 minutes left while he was born. I was like, I can't even concentrate to translate 3 sentences. Like, let's be real, I'm not gonna pass this final. And so I was like, hey, I quit and whatnot, and then I went and took it again. So it's not like I quit and just, that's it. But this one is the one. Big boy, a big boy. All of them are 15 plus pounds. This one I think is 18. I do. but they're super fucking long. Y'all are like 3 feet long. This one specifically is 3 feet long. Hello. Anyways, I gotta clean out his little boogies. His little eye boogies. But yeah, I hope that this helps out. I hope that you enjoyed this and took some time being with me, and thank you. And for those who were curious about what the other items look like, that's what I got. I did not get, I think, the prints or anything, but they're very pretty. So yeah, I have to now take a photo so that way I can show y'all what it is, and for people who want to watch this, hope that you will watch it at 2-speed. And if not, thank you for accompanying me, because I know sometimes it's good to have something in the background while you're studying, while you're doing things and whatnot. For me, do I have the energy? I think I might have the energy to set up my new calendar, well, my journal, right, for the next year. Because I stick my calendar and stuff in it, and for people that don't know, I sell journals. I'm finally getting my life together because I have 3. I have 3 people that are getting them. Every time I go into the post office, I'm like, crap, what is this person's? What is this person? What's this person? Because I was moving between Lubbock, Texas, and here, and because I'm from Houston. So, from H-Town. That's what's up. But Houston is huge, right? It's the 3rd largest city. It's always been the 3rd largest in size. And now our population has also boomed to the 3rd largest. We beat Chicago's a long town, Chi-town and whatnot. But that's in population now and the growth and whatnot. But Houston's also fucking huge. It takes 3 hours in traffic to get to one side to the other. And I didn't realize that that was longer than, what was it someone said? Rhode Island. My uncle actually had lived up there at one point. And, Dios, Zio, if you're Italiano. And, yeah, I remember very clearly that they lived in Rhode Island at one point. And they were like, oh, it only takes 45 minutes to cross. And I was like, in Houston, it takes 3 hours to cross anywhere. 4. If it's like 3 if it's lunch traffic, it's 4. Okay. For people that don't know, places that the reason why your cat does that a lot, where it likes to stick its booty in your face and its tail, is because that's where its scent sensors are that leave little smells on you. You can't tell, but the little pheromones that they release is like, this is mine. So my other cats are going to be probably on top of me, trying to roll and trying to rub themselves, saying that you're not his, you're mine, right? Even though they are siblings. All 3 of them are siblings, same litter, everything. Probably different parents, let's be real, because this one's bigger than everybody else. But yeah, there's that. They're right around their booty and their tail and then their face. And the reason why they love rubbing up against you and whatnot is where their little pheromones are kept. So when they rub against you, they're leaving your smell, saying they love you and saying they're marking you. It's kind of like the dog likes to sit on your feet to say that you're mine. Hello. Oh. Cutie. I don't even have a treat for you. Alright, I'm gonna go give them some treats. I think I'm going to just sleep. But yeah, that's how that is. Definitely gonna go sleep. Especially because I can feel those pain meds have the 400 ibuprofen has worn off, so I'm gonna need that more. Especially because I had to go hard at therapy. Alright, I'm gonna shut up, and I hope that y'all having a great one. If you need more information from me, SAArmatoArts.com. Other things on YouTube for other readings. If you feel called to click on a reading or something, it's meant for you. That's just how it is. Even if it's not mine, even if it is, I'll record some things, and while I was editing, I was like, oh, I'm trying to learn to edit, right? And so I was trying to look at one of them, and I just clicked a video, right? And it had been 3 years that I posted that one, and it freaking read me to filth. Terrified for my life, y'all. Woo! But yeah, anyways, love y'all. I hope everything is great. If you need something else, necesitarías algo más, SAArmatoArts.com. Arts. Sinele. SAArmatoArts.com. Or anything, you can just click down below for the links, because this is a normal YouTube video. or on my website. So that was that. All right. Love y'all. Bye.